Hi, my name is Matt, and this is my first ever video, so thanks for tuning in. Today I'll be reviewing A Sand County Almanac by Aldo Leopold. And this video will be the first of a series of videos in which I review books on environmental issues. I thought I'd start out with A Sand County Almanac because it happens to be one of my personal favorites, and it was also very influential on the environmental movement. So Aldo Leopold was an ecologist and a conservationist and a forester and a writer. And this book was published some time ago in 1949, but it remains very relevant today. So a lot of the book comprises Leopold's descriptions of the land around his property in Wisconsin. And he takes the reader on a journey through the months of the year and through the seasons and describes the land as it changes. And in his writing, he's able to really convey the sense of awe and wonder and appreciation that he feels at nature, but without ever being overly sentimental about it. And at the time, the book stimulated a significant interest in ecology due to this ability of his to really immerse the reader in the intricacy and beauty of nature, much in the same way that a David Attenborough documentary works. But the primary reason why this book was influential on the environmental movement was because towards the end of the book, Aldo Leopold sets out his ideas on environmental conservation. And this culminates in his advocacy of what he calls a land ethic. So Leopold points out that currently much of humanity views, or at least currently in 1949 and unfortunately still today, much of humanity views the land as something that is simply there for us to use and to exploit. And further, he points out that our set of ethics, when we think of the community to which we are morally responsible to, we just think of other human beings. So what Leopold proposes in his land ethic is that we broaden our sense of ethical responsibility, and we broaden our sense of the community that we are a part of, to not only include other humans, but also to include all of nature and the land. And in doing this, he hopes that we will develop a sense of moral responsibility towards nature, and that our relationship will over time change from one of use and exploitation to one of stewardship and responsible management, so that we don't continue down this path of degrading and destroying the natural environment. So that's really the key message of the book. And in summary, it's a beautifully written book, and I highly recommend it. It really can help you to establish sort of a foundational understanding of environmental philosophy and environmental ethics. And of course, the message that it carries was very influential in the environmental movement and is still hugely important today. So that's A Sand County Almanac. Highly recommend it, and that concludes the review. So thank you very much for tuning in.